AC, we're out of the Vase at the first time of asking this season.
It was. I thought on paper it looked a really tricky game ahead of the actual game itself, with the form that Rochester have been in throughout their season. Obviously, they've won 8 games out of 8, and that makes it 9 out of 9 for them. So it was always going to be tough. I don't think we've done ourselves any favours at times, but you could also argue that we did actually have a lot of the ball, created a lot of chances, and just couldn't put it away. 2 bad mistakes for both of the goals we conceded, which I didn't think were very good. Other than that, it's a frustrating one. It's a weird one because I actually thought at times in the first half we played some of the best football we've played down the left-hand side and getting balls into the box, but not getting on the end of them. And then second half, I actually thought we went a bit the other way and our quality was just not good enough. I think I lost count of how many times we kicked the ball out of play when it should have just been simple passes into areas, and that was very frustrating. But look, fair play to Rochester. They've come here, they've got another win. Can't complain. They go through and we obviously go out.
Made a lot of changes to the starting 11 today. Do you think that had an impact on the disjointed start that we saw?
Clearly. I mean, it's one of those things. I actually thought our performance against Corinthian last week wasn't great. We ground out a very good win in the end, but I just felt like today was the right opportunity to mix it up a little bit after that performance. And look, we've got a decent squad here with players that all expect to play, so you need to utilise that. But I don't know, what we put out should be good enough to compete with any team in step 6 or step 5. So when there are changes, yes, or maybe it disrupts the flow that we've had, so we can look at that. But also we've got 4 games coming up in the space of 2 weeks, and as I said, it's a squad game these days, and we needed to utilise some of that. So that was what we've done. We obviously had a couple out, Alfie away, Will Bell out suspended, and Nathan Palmer away. So it felt like it was the right time to make those changes. Maybe it wasn't, but in hindsight I think it was a below par performance overall, and we got what we deserved.
Of the positives today, how good was Malachi's free kick for our goal?
Yeah, great goal, great strike. But I think other than that, in the second half, I don't think we had another shot on target. We hit the target in the first half. They've cleared a few off the line. A few people have said there was a potential handball that got missed before an amazing header clearance off the line. But did we do enough to get the ball into the net? Obviously not, and that was what was very frustrating. But yeah, it was a great strike from Mal. We know he's got that in the locker. I just wish a few more of them had that kind of quality in front of goal, because again, we got into good areas and just didn't hit the target enough. I think Nat's forced a good save from the keeper, low to his left, but again I think he should score. The header that's blocked in the first half off the line from Caden, I think he should score. Just shouldn't even give him a chance. That should be in the back of the net. So very frustrating. They had 2 chances on our goal and scored both times. But again, the quality they've got up top doesn't surprise me. But again, we didn't help ourselves at all.
How much of a blow is it to the club's ambitions to be knocked out of this competition so early?
Yes, it's a massive blow. Obviously, we're a small club. We rely on trying to bring as much money into the club as possible, so that's a missed opportunity. We've obviously experienced an excellent run 2 seasons ago, and unfortunately since then, the last 2 seasons, we've fallen flat on our face in the first attempts once we entered the competition. So yeah, it's very frustrating. It's not great. It spoils our home record, which was 5 wins in a row, which I've just said to the boys. And I sat on it. I feel like the boys have let down the whole club, to be honest with you. And I told them that because that was a below par performance from us, and we are better than that, and we have to react on Tuesday.
Yeah, and going into that game against Rochester away on Tuesday night, back to the bread and butter of the league, what's the thoughts going into that?
It's going to be probably the toughest game we have to date. I think they've won again in the Vase. I think they're unbeaten in the league. They're a very, very good side with lots of attacking threat. So it's going to be tough, but listen, that's the beauty of football, is we get the opportunity to bounce back from this result. Let's try and not let it impact our league form, which has been outstanding, and we'll dust ourselves down and try and go and get a result there Tuesday.
Yep, we'll go again on Tuesday night. Cheers for your time, AC.
Cheers, Nick.